Hi guys, welcome to 5mantra.com. This is Kalyan, Faculty of Aptitude, and we are going to discuss about the exercise based on the previous technique taught in the last video. Let us do this and just clearly observe that this is a pattern, okay, where here one square and 4 semicircles are given in the diagram, and related to that we are going to ask the questions in this exercise, and we are going to finish that now. Okay, let us see. Here, before starting this problem, once again I want to remind you the shortcut of that problem which we have discussed in the conceptual video, right? Okay, let us see now. What I said in the, what I explained in that video was, see, it's a square. Now, it's one semicircle, it's another semicircle, it's another semicircle, and it's another semicircle. Means 4 semicircles are drawn within a square with their with their diameters equal to the side. Is it a diameter or not? It's a diameter and side also. So side of the diameter, side of the square and diameters of the circles, semicircles are same. Okay, in that case, what is the area of this shaded region? What is the area of this shaded region? That was taught to you in that video, right? So I said you just let me explain this clearly before starting the problem. See, here this is A. Okay, what is that? Side. That means side and the diameter of the every semicircle also is A, because this is a side and this is a diameter of semicircle. Every semicircle in that way, like this. Okay, like this. Like this, like this. These all are the semicircles. For them, diameter, or you can say it's a side of the square, both are same, and that would be your A. Then what is the area of this shaded portion? What is the area of this shaded portion? That I said you in before class was, okay, that was, see, this shaded area region, I mean area of shade is equal to, okay, this would be your, if A is a side, then 4 by 7 A square. 4 by 7 A square. That means here it is looking like a pattern of flower or not? See, it looks like a flower. Looks like a flower. So I am telling you the area of this flower. This flower would be how much? 4 by 7 A square. And unshaded region. Unshaded region is equal to what? 3 by 7 A square. I mean nothing else is there. A square is a total area of square, where shaded region is 4 by 7 A square. If you take out, subtract the shaded region from that A square, from that if you subtract shaded region, means flower part, then remaining part would be this much. How much is that? Taking LCM, 3 by 7 A square. So this we should remember. Let me show you once again. This flower part is how much? This flower part is your 4 by 7 A square, and other than this flower part, means 4 white colored shaded are there, no? So that is your, okay, what 3 by 7 A square, where A is a side. So that's the basic property which we have discussed in the previous video. Means about the concept I gave you the clarity. Now we are going to do the problems, right? Okay, now here in this we are going to do the problems on that. Now let us see. Side of the square in the given diagram is 4 centimeters. Side of the given square is given as how much? 4 centimeters. Then the area of the shaded region is what I said you. Okay, this red colored portion, okay, this red colored portion, okay, red colored portion means red shaded region, red shaded region is what? 4 by 7 a square or not? So where here a is a side and value of the side is given as how much? 4 centimeters. Value of the side is given as how much? 4 centimeters. And we need to find out just this one, red shaded region. So what we have to do? Better we substitute in that. So how we get this? 4 by 7 into value of a would be 4. That means 4 square we can put here, and then after doing simplification, that would be 4 cube or not? 4 square into 4, that means 64. 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64 by 7. So that would be 64 by 7. 64 by 7. And what is your answer then finally simplified? Okay, 7 how many times goes in this? 7 9s, 63, and 1 will be the remainder. Okay, 10. So 7 1s are 7 and 3 30. So 7 4s are. So what is your shaded region area finally? 9.14 centimeter square, which is third option out of the given ones. And do observe these things. If you don't have the technique which we had given before, you certainly can never do this problem in this in this much of time. Here, because I explained you this problem, I took even this 5 minutes because to explain you slowly. When you are doing with a practice with my mental calculation, it will take hardly 10 seconds of answer, because just what we are doing here, we are just substituting the value of a in place of 4 by 7 a square. That's it. Is there a clarity or not? Okay, try to understand how the techniques can be applicable from our videos. So next, let us go to next problem. Now, let us do one more problem on the same pattern. What it is? Just see. Area of shade in the given diagram is how much? 252 centimeter square. Area of the shade which they had given. Here they are not asking for shade. They have given the shade. So area of the shade is given 252. That means this flower portion only. Okay. Now, then the perimeter of a square is dash. So here means perimeter of square we need to find. Once again explaining you what is given, area of the shade given, and you need to find out the perimeter of square, perimeter of this square. If you want to find out the perimeter of square, what do you need? You need its side or not? So we need to get the side. In order to get that, here we need to go with the given clue or given hint of the problem. What is given? 252 centimeter square. Actually what it is? Shaded region area. So here actually in the previous problem they asked to find shaded region, and here they have given the shaded region. What we have to do? Let us see. Example here, as we said, if this is A, means side of the square is A, then area of this red shade, of course here shade is only one color, so we can write area of the shade. So what is area of the shade? Actually when side is A, the area of side would be, okay, how much is that? 4 by 7 A square. Area of the shade would be how much? 4 by 7 A square. So what we have to do? Here according to formula, what is the area of the shade? 4 by 7 A square. Whereas we have given the value of that is 252 centimeter square. So can we equate them both or not? Okay, so here we can make them equal. 4 by 7 A square value would be how much? 252. Now we can transpose these values to other side. Like if this 4 comes under denominator, this 7 goes to numerator part. Now anyways we can cancel with 4 or not, because it will come under denominator. So I am directly doing from here only, from numerator cancellation on both sides. Okay, 4 ones are, and here 4 6 are 24 and 4 3s are 12. 4 63s or not? 6. So here A square equal to 63 into 7. A square equal to how much? 63 into 7. Now Again I am telling you, same thing I explained you before also, but once again for non-math students I am telling here, don't do any calculation, see here, don't multiply 63 with 7. Okay, otherwise it will be more than 4000, okay, 400. So again you need to find out the square root of that. It will be it will be a bit difficult. So what we have to do is, we need to do further factorization for 63. Then we get some link for that. So what is that? 7 into 9, can we split like this or not? We splitted 63 into factors. Now 7 into 7 would be, okay, again I am showing you here. Now tell me what it is. A square equal to 7 into 7, 7 square, and 9 can be written as 3 square. So a square equal to 7 square into 3 square, applying the square root on both sides. Okay, definitely the squares are getting cancelled on both sides, and this would be 7 into 3, that is 21 centimeters. Isn't it? Now what is the side of the side of the square we got? 21 centimeters. Is it clear for you or not? What we did, we took the area of, if side is A, we took the area of shade, means this flower color shape is 4 by 7 A square, and we equated that value to 252, which is given as a flower shade area. Okay, and now after doing the simplification, we could find the side of the square. That is how much? 21 centimeters. So let's do the next. So what is the value of A we got? 21 or not? The side is how much? 21 centimeters. Now we need to find out what? Perimeter of the square. If you want to find out the perimeter of square, what is the basic of that? How to find out the perimeter of the square? 4 times of its side or not? If A is a side, then 4A is a perimeter of the square. So now what is an A? Means what is the value of side we got now? Okay, 21. So what is a perimeter of square? Perimeter of the square would be 4 times of the side. That would be 4 into 21. 4 21s how much? 84 centimeters. 84 centimeters is your answer. Which of the options is correct according to our given question? So is it D or not? So we got this one also. So if you can clearly observe that here also we are using this 4 by 7 A square as the given result, in our given problem. Okay, so don't forget that these techniques are very useful while doing mensuration problems. But one thing you remember, don't use any shortcut blindly without having a proper knowledge on that, because we need to know the context where we have to use and where not. Okay, that will be that clarity will be there with you only when you do the concept first, do analysis first, and then go for solving the problems if there is a possibility of shortcut like this. Okay, we are providing you both the cases. Okay, we are providing you both the cases in our videos. What is that? We are giving you the concept clarity of the shortcut, and then after exercise on the shortcut, that how to use that. Understood or not? Okay, thank you. So just have a look at this. Next problem would be, here you have given somehow differently how the problem is mentioned in this. Just see. Side of the square in the given diagram is how much? 2 centimeters. So first of all represent that. What is the side? 2 centimeters. And we need to find out the area of the shade. Area of the shade means this red colored portion you need to find. Okay, how to do it? Okay, but this is not looking like the previous problem, because previously we took here, this shape is somehow different than before one. Is that right or not? In the previous case, you have given this flower petals like, see this shape like flower petals are there, no? Like that 4 petals are given in the previous videos from the basic concept. But now we have given only 1 petal, remaining all the gap is there, which is filled with red color. Okay, now we need to find out this shade area. See guys, I am telling you, you shouldn't use any shortcut directly given as it is. try to analyze that and do the classification piecewise. How we have to do the classification piecewise? Let me explain to you here, and then after we go on to the problem. Okay, let's just see here. Here, when we have given the flowers like this, okay, now this is a square in which 4 semicircles are drawn, and they are describing all over. They are describing here flower shaped area. Okay, what is the flower shaped area? Tell me. It means about these 4 petals I am telling you. See, this petal, this petal and this petal. All the 4 petals of the flower is occupying how much area? 4 by 7 a square, where a is a side of square. That is only taught to you know. So now my question is, this 4 by 7 a square is, okay, the area of how many petals? 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? So now this is a total area of this 4 petals of the flower. Now tell me, according to the geometrical shape, actually I couldn't draw that equally, I know that. Here all the 4 petals are equal or not? Here this petal, this petal, this petal, all the 4 petals are of equal size. That means total area of 4 by 7 a square should be divided equally among them. So what can we say here? Here 4 by 7 a square is divided equally here, 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 here. Isn't it? So now when 4 by 7 a square is divided into 4 equal pieces, okay, then each piece would be how much? 4 by 7 a square is divided into 4 equal pieces, means each piece will be 1 by 4th of that or not. So that would be 1 by 4th part. So it is nothing but 1 by 7 a square or not. That's it. We have to get that. Okay. 1 by 7 a square is area of each petal if you subdivide into the piecewise collection or not. So now let's just have a look at this. I want to see. Anyways, this flower area is 4 by 7 a square, and each petal area would be 4 equal parts divided. Then each part would be occupying 1 by 7 a square, isn't it? Then so let us represent them on the diagram. So now if the side is A, then total flower shaped area is 4 by 7 a square. When this flower, each petal is carrying equally, dividing the area equally, that means each one is about what? 1 by 7 a square, and this would be 1 by 7 a square, and this would be 1 by 7 a square, and this would be 1 by 7 a square. Total adding all this, you get 1 by 7 by a square 4 times, that would be 4 by 7 a square. Now we only said that what is the rest portion? This total area of all the petals would be how much? 4 by 7 a square. Then what is the rest portion? Means these gaps. Okay, area of all the gaps is means we have to subtract the area of the flower from what? Area of the square. So what it is? Area of the flower from area of the square, if you subtract, see, a square minus 4 by 7 a square, that would be how much? 3 by 7 a square. That means this is a, okay, area other than flower, area other than flower inside the square. That means this gap, this gap, this gap and this gap. Now tell me, here this 3 by 7 a square is divided into 4 parts or not? And tell me, this figure is symmetric about all the sides. When it is symmetric, then definitely this sizes are equal. When those sizes are equal, this total area also is divided into 4 equal parts, isn't it? Now here this 4 gaps total area is, area of the total 4 gaps is 3 by 7 a square. Then if you divide into 4 equal parts, that will be, each one would be 1 by 4 times of that or not. So now what is the each gap value? Okay, 1 by 4 times of this. 1 by 4 means what? 3 by 28 a square. Is that right or not? 3 by 28 a square. Okay, once again just telling you for your clarity, just see here. Okay, just see here. Now once again I am telling you here, this is total flower 4 by 7 a square, where each petal is carrying 1 by 7 area, 1 by 7 a square of the area, and then after this 4 gaps are occupying 3 by 7 a square. Now each part would be 1/4 of 3 by 7 a square, that means 1 by 4 of 3 by 7 a square, that means 7 4s are 28. 3 by 28 times of a square is occupied by each of the gap. Let me represent that. See here, this gap is occupying how much? 3 by 28 a square, and this gap is occupying how much? 3 by 28 a square. This gap is occupying how much? 3 by 28 a square, and this again is also same, 3 by 28 a square. So what we did is, we are not blindly using the shortcut or technique. We are dividing we are using flexibly according to our requirement. Okay, 3 by 28 a square. So these are the subdivisions of the areas. Now you can find out the area of any smallest piece, minute piece of this diagram. Is that right or not? Why? Because we are not only going to flower, not only going for 4 gaps in between them, okay, but we have divided that total area into the different smallest parts also, so that whether any small part area is also asked to you, then also you don't need to suffer. Okay, like this partly division of the area will helps you a lot while doing this problem. Let us see that how this type of analysis is useful for this problem. Let us see. See here, actually we have given what? See, in this diagram we have given side of the square, right? Here side of the square is given, and here 1 semicircle and 2 semicircle, where all the semicircles are having drawn, and we are asked to find out the red color area. Is that right or not? We are asked to find what? Red colored area. Here I need to explain you one thing, guys. You don't need to worry about this. Lot of students will do like first they will find out this semicircle, then this semicircle, they'll take intersection of that, then they add something else, they do lot of process. You don't need to undergo that all process if you have this major analysis with you. Here nothing is there, no? Okay, so here we have major analysis. Here this is one petal of the flower or not? How many semicircles you have drawn? 2 semicircles or not? If you would have completed 4 semicircles in this, then what should come here? Like this or not? Like this or not? Like this or not? Means if you have completed this figure with 4 semicircles, this shape would have got. But in that, which one you are considering? Here we are not considering this gap. We are not considering this gap. We are just considering this and this and this. That means if you carefully observe, if you draw this is a petal, that 1 by 7 a square. Clear? And now here, if you would have drawn all the 4 semicircle, one more petal should come here. Is that right or not? And here one petal should come there, and here one petal should come there. Understood? Now, and which is your red colored shaded region? Not this, not this, just this one and this one and this one and this one. Now come to this diagram here. Each gap means this gap. Just look at my pen point. See this gap, this gap, this gap. I'll show you with different color also, because so many people may not understand this. This gap, okay, this gap is represented by how much area? See again, this gap is represented by what? 3 by 28 or not? 3 by 28 a square or not? That means each gap is represented by 3 by 28 a square, and each flower petal is occupied by how much area? 1 by 7 a square. 1 by 7 a square. Isn't it? Now, if you would have completely drawn all petals, then the area asked to you in this diagram is equivalent to one petal here and one more petal here and two gaps or not. Guys, if you didn't understand this, once again I'll tell you, but don't go blindly with this. Okay, just see, I want to tell you here, if you would have drawn all the semicircles successfully, then this gap means, I'll rub this, otherwise it may be confusion. If you would have successfully drawn all the semicircles, then in this area one more petal and two gaps will come or not. So what is the resulting area they are asking for? They are asking for the resultant area of, see here, if there should be one petal, if you have drawn four circles, four semicircles, here there should be one more petal, and how many gaps are there? So here this is one petal, there is it's a clear thing, but now here this area is a combination of, like I'll show you here, this area is like this or not? This is a combination of what? There should be one petal and two gaps or not? One petal and two gaps. So that means this is one petal, this is one petal. Each carries 1 by 7 a square, that means 2 square. Next, this is one gap, this is one gap. So how many gaps are there? Two gaps. Means two gaps are there. Understood? So each gap area is how much? 3 by 28 a square. Each petal area is how much? 1 by 7 a square. That's it. That analysis is sufficient. I think you got this, guys. I'll rub this. So finally my explanation is about what? Each petal area is 1 by 7 a square. Like that, this is one petal, that's okay. But this remaining area, it's a gap. Actually there should be one more petal in this gap and two shades. Means whether there is a petal, whether the semicircles are drawn or not, it's not a matter. But this area is equivalent to, okay, what? Here one more petal and two more gaps. Is that right or not? So this for this area 1 by 7 a square, okay, and for this area one more 1 by 7 a square. For this gap 3 by 28 a square, and for this gap again 3 by 28 a square. Clear? Now if you add all these, can we get the required value or not? So this petal plus area equivalent to petal and area equivalent to two gaps are these two. If on adding all those, we get the required shaded region. Is that right or not? So that's it. So now here just see, this is a flower shape. Once again telling, when this is a flower shape, each petal area is 1 by 7 a square and each gap area is how much is that? 3 by 28 a square. Clear? So according to this I am telling you, right? Now so just see, according to that, if you do the answer, okay, what is a resultant area? 1 by 7 a square will be 2 times, and here this came for 2 times. So this would be 1 by 7 area, 1 by 7 a square into 2 or not. So here 2 by 7 a square, that would be shade, okay, shade area, okay, area of the shade, right? And here 3 by 28 a square also came 2 times. So now this and this and this means this is, okay, 3 by 28 a square, 3 by 28 a square. That would be 2 into 3 by 28 a square. A square. Now on taking this is 3 by 14 or not? 2 40 is the 28. Now if you take LCM, what would be the LCM? 14, 7 2s are and 2 2s are 4 a square, and 14 1s are 1 into 3 a square. That would be how much? 7 a square by 14 or not? 7 a square by 14. Now 7 1s are 7 2s are. that is how much? A square by 2. Here don't substitute the value in the beginning because problems becomes clumsy. Here the value of A is given. Here this is a side or not? So the value of the side is given as how much? 2 centimeters. Okay, I haven't substituted that in the beginning. At the end of the analysis we can directly put the value into that. Getting my point or not? What I analyzed, each petal area is 1 by 7 A square and each gap in between them is petal, gaps between every two petals is how much? 3 by 28 A square. So the given red shaded area is almost equivalent to, okay, 2 petals and 2 gaps, where each petal is carrying how much area? 1 by 7 A square and each gap is occupying 3 by 28 A square. Now 2 times of 1 by 7 A square would be this, and 2 times of 3 by 28 A square would be this. Simplifying them, what is your final value? A square by 2, where value of A means what? Side value is given as how much? 2 centimeter. Put it here now. Put that here. That would be how much? 2 square by 2. So what is the answer? 2 centimeter square or not? What is the answer for you? 2 centimeter square. So which of the options is correct in among the given ones? Option A is the correct answer. So listen to me guys, every time we shouldn't do the problem as it is given. We shouldn't apply the shortcut also as it is given. We should analyze and rearrange that according to the requirement of the problem. Are you getting my point or not? Here we have to arrange that into requirement. Actually, if I haven't given, only for non-math students I am explaining like this. Actually, I haven't given the complete shape. But we have to imagine if complete shape would have drawn, then here one more petal should come. So this is a gap of one more petal, and here 2 more gaps should become. So when you analyze the shortcut also, you can do such kind of such type of models. Okay, let us do one more on this. So have a look at this guys. Radius of each semicircle is 3 centimeters in the given diagram. So what is given? Radius. This is given as how much? Radius of each semicircle and given diagram. Then find the area of shade. Here again shade is given in a different type, and already we have analyzed this problem previously, so we can do this. Okay, how we have to do it? Let us see. So here just look at this boys. Here we have given radius of each semicircle. See, for finding anything related to this diagrams, okay, related to this flower diagram, of course this is also one of the part of flower diagram only, but our mother flower diagram consists 4 semicircle and 4 petals. Here there are no 4 petals, it's an incomplete one, and in that you are asked to find out shade. Okay, now what we have to do in this? Okay, first of all, to find out any measurement, you need the side of the square. What do you need? Side of the square. So to find out the side of the square, how to do it? Let us take the radius. Radius means, tell me, is this a semicircle or not? So this is a semicircle as per said. Okay, in that, this is a diameter or not? Here in this case, side of the square is a diameter of semicircle or not? Then half of the side is its radius or not? So radius is given as how much? 3 centimeters. So this is again 3 centimeters. Why? Because radius is half of the diameter. So given one is radius. So this is radius and this is radius. That means here double the radius is 6 centimeters, which is equal to side. So here total side would be how much? 6 centimeters. Total side of the diagram is how much? 6 centimeters. Just have a look at this. Total side of the square is how much boys? 6 centimeters. So now what is our question? To find out area of shade. Once again reminding you guys, this is only mother diagram. You need to use the mother diagram. Okay. Once again I am reminding you from the previous shortcut which is taught to you in the concept video. Okay, here if this is A, side of the square is A, then total flower total flower would be how much? Okay, flower shape area would be 4 by 7 A square, which is equally divided into 4 flower petals, that is 1 by 7 A square, 1 by 7 A square, and 1 by 7 A square, and 1 by 7 A square. And each gap is carrying how much? 3 by 28 A square. 3 by 28 A square. Likewise, for all same. Okay, this is a basic analysis. Once again, just last remaining, this each flower petal is occupying 1 by 7 A square, means 1 by 7th part of square area, and each gap is occupying 3 by 28 A square, means 3 by 28th part of square area. Clear? So now let us apply this. Okay, so now here how many flower petals are given here? Here actually it's an incomplete version of the diagram. If we would have completed this, one more semicircle should come and 4 flower petals will be there. But here it wasn't drawn, it was just given about 2 parts only, right? So here 2 petals are there. Each petal area would be 1 by 7 A square. Think for an instant, this is the value of A or not? Sorry. So this is a value of A or not? A means side. Okay, this is value of A. Okay, 6 centimeters is your side. Now this part is how much? 1 by 7 A square, according to the shortcut. That means here one more 1 by 7 A square is there. This is also 1 by 7 A square, and here only one gap is given. Each gap area would be how much? Each gap area is how much? 3 by 28 A square or not? So now here this gap will occupy. Okay, this gap will occupy. Now this gap will occupy, red colored gap will occupy how much area? 3 by 28 A square as per the previous analysis. So how many flower petals are there and how many gaps are there? 2 flower petals and 1 gap. So each flower petal carrying 1 by 7 A square. So total shade area would be each flower petal occupying 1 by 7 A square. So here 2 times of 1 by 7 A square, because 2 flower petals are there. So here 2 by 7 A square plus only 1 gap is there. That is occupying what area? 3 by 28 A square. So now this would be 3 by 28 A square. Guys, I haven't put the value of A in the beginning. At the ending of the simplification, I'll put the value of side directly. If you put that in the beginning only, it will take huge calculation, which may waste your time also. Time and clarity will miss in that. So just we first do this. What is the LCM for this? 28 or not? 7 and 28 LCM would be 28. So 7 4s are, 4 2s are 8 A square, and 28 1s are and 1 3s are 3 A square. So that would be how much? 11 by 28 A square. Where now at last what the side we got, where says radius of semicircle is 3 centimeters, then its diameter is 6 centimeters, which diameter is equal to side square, that is 6 centimeters. Now put the side value 6 centimeters in this. Okay, 11 by 28 into what is that? 6 square value of A would be. Now tell me what is the next step? Can we do further simplification or not? Just see here. Now look at this. This is 11 by 28 into 6 square, that would be 636. Now can we cut this with 4 or not? 4 9s are and 4 7s are. And now this is how much? 99 by 7. On further dividing with it, 14.14. That means what is your final answer for the shaded region? 14.14 centimeter square. What is your final answer? 14.14 centimeter square, which is a given option. So where the option given one is B is the correct answer for the given question. So this is also one of the case. So now if you carefully observe, for first two problems we applied the shortcut as it is. For next two problems we haven't applied that as it is, because here all the complete version of the diagram is not given. So we have divided that shaded area into 4 equal parts and unshaded area into 4 equal parts, and each part area we are using according to the given portions of the diagram. Like this, here for 2 petals are there, each petal is 1/7 a square, like that 2/7 a square, and here each gap is occupying 3/28 a square, that we put and we find it. Not only for this here, for lot of cases you can do like this. If you know that each petal is carrying 1/7 a square, each gap is occupying, okay, 3/28 a square. Is that clear for you or not? Is this technique helpful to you or not? So I hope that you would have enjoyed this technique very well, which will be mostly helpful. And this problem and this pattern of the problem is very familiar in lot of competitive exams, and in every type of study material you find this problem. Okay, so guys, I hope you would have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe our channel, so that this type of qualitative videos and this type of videos of difficult concepts we are going to provide you in the upcoming videos. And keep in touch with us so that we can like this. Finally, before closing the video, I am going to remind you once again the shortcut of this. Here the flower shape area is 4/7 a square, each flower petal is 1/7 a square, all the gaps area is 3/7 a square, each gap means 4 gaps, okay. Each gap is occupying 3/28 a square. This is the final thing. So keep in touch with us, guys. Thank you very much.